You're listening to the TF Motorsports official podcast, all things monster trucks. Welcome to a brand new episode of the TF Motorsports official podcast. We are officially on week number 2, as we're going to recap number 1. I'm Thomas Frasco, riding solo this time here on the podcast, as kind of reminiscent to when we started back last year. So Monster Jam overall last week was good. I got to say it was a really, really good start to the 2025 season. And we're going to go over some positives here. Let's just talk about this right out of the gate. Arena Series Central. This is the first one I want to talk about, and that is for good reason. This has got to be the best, or one of the best, Arena Series that we've ever had. And I am not sugarcoating, and again, I'm not saying this. I'm not employed by Monster Jam or anything, although I wish I was. Call me. This seriously was a really, really good start to this this tour. And this is just the first week. Just the first week to this tour. So you have Fernando Martinez, Matt Cody, Jamie Sullivan, John Zimmer Sr. and Jr., Montana Robbins, Triton Robbins, and Angelina Knock. And at first, when I looked at the lineup, I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Like, it already looks like it's got a lot of variety. Like, I'm liking it already, but nothing's happened yet. But when it actually started, it blew me away. I was watching it live a couple times, and it was just incredible. It was just upset winners and, like, different drivers winning. I think Angelina Knock was, like, the only one that didn't get a win. I think the other 7 got wins. And it's just competitive, and that's something that I really like about this series. Competitive from top to bottom. With the other Arena Series, you can see drivers walking away with it. But yeah, with this one, it's just completely unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen, and it's just really, really entertaining. So let's go ahead and let's start off here. Let's take a look at the Central Tour just to show why this tour is really, really good. And honestly, after the season's over, I could make a standalone video off this, because I am announcing this right now. I'm going to be doing kind of like what I did last year, and that's do a 2025 documentary going through the whole season. But I might make 2, where I go over 2025, and then I'll make a second one going over the Central Tour, because I got a good feeling this is going to be the best Arena Series that Monster Jam has ever put on throughout the history of them having a point series in an arena, which is, I think, 2015 onward, because they started, was it 2015 or 2016? I'm trying to remember, where they had the AMSOIL series. I think it might have been 2016 is when they started that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, let's take a look now. So let's start off with Saturday afternoon. Racing was won by Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy got the skills win. Donut, Matt Cody got it. Freestyle, Matt Cody got that as well with a really good run. And then the overall event champion, believe it or not, John Zimmer Sr., Zombie. Really great to see him win. Then the next show, Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash, had a dominating night. She got the racing win, the skills win, freestyle, and overall, but she just came up short in the donut competition, which was won by Fernando Martinez. Then we go to the Sunday afternoon show, their last one. John Zimmer Jr. won against his father in racing. Skills was won by Matt Cody and Gravedigger. Donuts was won by Fernando Martinez. And then Freestyle and Overall was Matt Cody, Gravedigger. And currently in points, Fernando Martinez is leading by just 3 points over Matt Cody, followed by Jamie Sullivan, John Zimmer Sr., John Zimmer Jr., Montana Robbins, Triton Robbins, and Angelina knocking last. And again, with their points, all of them are not really separated by much. Like Angelina Knock in 8th, she's separated by 44 points over Fernando Martinez. And again, just like taking a look at these points, it's so close. And there's a good feeling that next weekend it can change. And that's why I'm really excited for Newark coming up in a few weeks when I go. Because honestly, you don't know who's going to win. Like, you're walking into this show completely blindfolded. Like, you really don't know who's going to win. And then your mind's blown afterwards. It's like both the great variety of some of the top independent teams and also some of the top feld drivers. This tour is just golden. So that's the arena tour that I am looking for each and every week. The other ones I'll chip in from time to time, but the Central Tour I'm all in for. So we went over the Central Tour. How about we just stick with the arenas and then just go to the stadiums? So now going over the Arena Series East, this one is pretty competitive between a couple drivers, I'd say. But currently the two that are currently on top is Kristen Anderson and Blake Granger. We're going to take a look at their results. I'm just going to pull them up here really quickly. All right, so we got Saturday afternoon. Blake Granger got the racing win. He would also get the skills win, Sky Wheelie win, and the overall event championship, pretty much dominating Saturday afternoon, with Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars getting the freestyle win. Then the second show, Blake once again got a racing win. Then he would get the Sky Wheelie win and overall. Meanwhile, skills was won by Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done 2, and Kristen Anderson got the freestyle win in Gravedigger. Then the final show, how about it? My man winning the racing competition, Mark Hall, Raminator, got it over Blake Granger. And then skills in that competition was won by MJ Solario. He would also go to win the Sky Wheelie competition. And then freestyle and overall, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Kristen currently leading over Blake by just 3 points. Then Brandon Telechka rounding up the top 3. Then MJ Solario in 4th. Mark Hall in 5th. Tony Oaks, I'm surprised he's actually 6th. I'm shocked he's actually a little bit farther from the top in the start of this point series. Then Michaela Telechka, and then Kirk Kramer. Now, let's go into our final Arena Series, this being Arena Series West. The West Tour is pretty much the Weston Anderson show. With Arena Series East, you can see a couple of drivers that are pretty good contenders, like Kristen Anderson, Blake Granger, and then Brandon Telechka trying to get a few shots in, MJ Solario trying, but it was mostly Kristen Anderson and Blake Granger kind of running away with it. Arena Series West is pretty much the Weston Anderson show, and this is why I've been saying that we should put Weston Anderson in a freaking stadium already, because it's only been week 1, and he's already showing his dominance. He's leading over Brianna Mahan by 28 points already. So this, like, he has 113 points. Brianna has 85. So honestly, yeah. All right. So going over, we got Friday. Brianna actually got the racing win. And then for freestyle, it was won by Cody Saucier and Dragon. but the rest of the competitions were swept by Weston Anderson. Then we go to Saturday afternoon. Cody got the racing victory, and then Weston got the skills win, the freestyle win, the overall, and then excuse me, Brianna Mahan, she got the donut win. Then we go to the Saturday evening show. Cody got the racing win once again against Weston Anderson. And then Weston went up and got the skills win, got the freestyle win, got the overall. And then Brianna Mahan, she got the donut win. Then Sunday afternoon, Weston got the racing win, got the skills win, and then got the overall. Meanwhile, Brianna Mahan got donuts and freestyle. And notice how all events, Weston's the overall event champion. Yeah, so it's pretty much the Weston Anderson show, and that's kind of what I've been saying. When I saw that tour get revealed, he's just walking away with this. Unless if somebody gets a really good run and really starts ranking up points, Weston's just gonna walk away and get his 4th in a row arena championship. 4 in a row is mind-boggling. If he can pull it off, and if he does, there's gotta be a chance that he's got to get a stadium spot, because just having him in arenas all the time, I think he's got enough wins to kind of bring himself to the stadium spot. Now let's jump gears. Let's go to Stadium East. Stadium East is currently actually a little bit more neck and neck than I thought it was going to be. So going in, Tyler Menega got the racing victory. Then skills was actually won by Armando Castro and El Troloco. Armando is actually doing really, really good. Seeing his first stadium appearance in a points competition, because he's competed in stadiums in the off season and in the Superstar Challenge and at the World Finals, but him competing full time in a point series in stadiums, I think he's doing really, really good. Because he's been very consistent. He was in the semifinals when he lost, and then he won skills, and then he just got second in freestyle, and then he got the overall event championship that Saturday evening show. But let's talk about Chris Kohler. Chris Kohler got a brand new ride, and it's Mayhem, and we finally got to see it. Very badass looking truck. I'm really glad it's it's got that older car body on there. I'm loving it. And they actually gave him a special intro for the truck, and I'm really, really glad they did, giving the independents some love, as well as a second-generation driver. So he got the freestyle win, really, really good run. And let's take a look at the Sunday show, and then we'll talk about Camden. So Tyler once again got the racing win, and against Colt Stevens, he actually made it up to the final round. Then Tyler got the skills win. Bari threw down and got a freestyle win. Then the overall event champion, Tyler Menega and Gravedigger. Going in, Tyler Menega leading 10 points over Barney Rousseauer. Then third is Armando Castro, really, really good for his first stadium series with the big dogs. Then Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Rounding up the top 5 is Cannon Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Chris Kohler, Mayhem is in 6th. Colt Stevens, Thunder Roar at 7. Joe Foley, Axe in 8th. Kevin Crocker, Megalodon 9th. Jim Kohler and Avenger 10th. Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer 11th. Mike Christensen having truck issues again. He's in 12th. And that rounds up your Stadium Series East. But I just want to talk about Classroom Crusher, Cannon Murphy. he was throwing it down in that Saturday freestyle show. But gotta love the intro, the official debut of Classroom Crusher. Seeing what he did there, bashing through a wall is, you know, it's been done before, but they finally actually got a freestanding car, and he was able to actually crush it down. So, obviously, it's just for that one-time only thing, but still, it was great to see. He actually got some pretty good air and distance off that car. But another thing is the song choice. I was expecting them to do like one of those custom-made songs by, I don't know, like anybody really. But yeah, they actually went and chose a different song. And I'm really, really glad they did, and it actually fits. So it's actually, just from the top of my head, it was, I'll pull this up. I got it on my phone again. Just coming back from work, you got that, like, fogginess in your brain and shit, so I'm kind of feeling that right now. So that would be School's Out by Alice Cooper. Really, really good song. And once I heard that song play, I had this like sigh of relief, and I just got out of my my chair, and I was just like, hell yeah! Like, it was just really, really good to hear that for that truck. It makes it feel more badass, and I think that really fits also Cannon Murphy for being a very tough driver. So, cool theme, cool truck. It's a win-win for me. Now we're going to move on to the other Stadium Series, that being Stadium Series West. This one, it's another one that's pretty neck and neck. And when I say pretty neck and neck, I mean very neck and neck. So, the Stadium East, Tyler Menning has got an opening, but Stadium Series West, again, from when I first saw this tour, I knew it was going to be a tour where a lot of close battles are going to happen, and I'm going to get into it soon, but you'll know why. So going in, we have the Saturday results. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, getting the racing victory. Skills going to Tristan England in the JCB Digatron. And Freestyle had some pretty good moments, but just want to shift the gears back to Skills. I'm surprised Ryan didn't win Skills for what he did. He was doing like the old nose wheelie off the backflip ramp. He comes up short, he stabs on the gas, it pops back up, and he catches the wheelie again. So he did a combo nose wheelie. Like, that's another new move, and Ryan Anderson is a freaking madman. Yeah, so then going into Freestyle, Tyler Duke threw down, and a lot of drivers threw down some really good runs. I thought Bryce might have, thought he could have won that one. Overall event champion is Ryan Anderson, his son of a digger, from the Saturday show. And then the Sunday show, Ryan once again getting the racing dub. Then Skills, Bryce Kenny ended up getting it in Monster Mutt. Again, it's kind of odd seeing Bryce without the mohawk. He's trying to rock a brand new hairstyle. Again, it's odd to see. I never thought I'd see the day that he would have a different hairstyle, but here we are, again, with Great Clips leaving Monster Jam. Then we go to Freestyle. How about it for Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco? Doing the Glendale thing, first thing, immediately hitting the backflip. However, unlike Glendale, the truck stays together, and he throws down a run, and he manages to go and get the win. How about that for Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco? Great to see him win. And yeah, throughout, I was actually surprised. We got to see some drivers struggle. Kayla Blood, she was struggling a little bit in Sparkle Smash. Adam Anderson actually kind of struggled a little bit. Didn't get a single win throughout the weekend. And Zach Garner also. I'm surprised he didn't rank up a racing win or a skills win. He did have some decent runs, like he got third in Saturday, but again, it might be a slow start. Again, also it's a completely different environment, but we'll see how things go as the weeks progress. But Bryce Kenny really making that monster mutt truck work, getting the overall event championship. But that's not the biggest story. The biggest story for Stadium Series West is incredible. So we start off with points. Ryan Anderson, Bryce Kenny tied with 59 points, first and second. That's a really, really crazy start to the season. Honestly, again, that's the beauty of it. But it gets better. Tristan England, Tyler Duke, tied with 47 points for third. Oh, man. And then Adam, he rounds up the top 5 in Gravedigger with 44. Still working out the kinks to the truck. Cole Vinard, 6th. Jamie Gardner, 7th. I was surprised with the win. He still is a little low on the board. Mike Pagliaro in 8th. Zach Garner, 9th. Caleb Blood, 10th. Matt Pagliaro, 11th. And Nick is last. So, yeah. That's the tour to watch if you want to see some close battles. But hopefully the mechanical issues get addressed, because the Sunday freestyle was not really well, I'd say. Obviously there were some highlights, but one thing I wanted to point out, they were breaking down quite heavily. Mechanical issues, mostly. They kept shutting off all the time. Quite a lot. But hopefully they can address that, and we can see the stuff get fixed pretty soon. All right, now we're going into some predictions. Oh wait, no, hang on a second. I still got to talk about El Toro Loco. Yeah, so they finally revealed the new El Toro Loco body. Honestly, I don't mind it, because obviously I know what it's for. Because if you see like older videos like last year or the year before that, whoever was driving El Toro Loco had to do skills. As soon as they're done with like their first skills run, their body is already falling apart. Like the front of the truck, like the mouth or the nose is already like flopping and like ready to fall. That I knew they had to do something, as well as like the back of the truck. That kept falling apart, the tailgate. So they made a tailgate body piece where it's united and not separate pieces. And then the front is a little bit more narrow. The teeth are 3D to kind of like add to that design. Like, I see people hating on it, but honestly, it's needed. Honestly, because yeah, it's just gonna be a lot more cost. It's gonna be a lot more expensive if they kept that same body, especially with today's monster truck competition environment. Like, it's not 2005 anymore. It's a lot more crazier 20 years later. Crazy that I'm saying that. Going into Milwaukee for Arena Series Central, unlike the previous time where they just had Saturday and Sunday, this time they have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and then 2 shows on a Saturday. Thinking for racing, we're going to go with Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. Skills, going to go with John Zimmer Jr. Sky Wheelie, going to go for, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. And then freestyle, I'm thinking Matt Cody and Gravedigger, and I think he's going to get the overall for that tour. Moving on, we have Arena Series. We have Arenas West. Pretty much the Weston Anderson show, but I'll try to figure out some stuff here. There's one more thing I wanted to bring up. So believe it or not, there was an injury for Monster Jam, and I was not expecting this. Already an injury within the first week of competition. I think that's a new record, but yeah, Alex Barden went for the backflip. The truck went and just did not kick off. Like there was a lot of backfiring, and it just rolled over. It looked like a simple rollover, but inside, obviously, with some accidents, it could end up, a little bit more serious. And yeah, Alex Barton got injured, so Carson Williams is filling in for Alex. So again, best wishes go out to Alex. Hope he recovers soon. And yeah, he is missed on the tour. And hopefully he's able to come back pretty soon to the series. Hopefully the injuries are not as serious. So with the whole weekend set for Arena Series West racing, I think it's going to go to Weston Anderson. I think he's also going to get the skills win, the freestyle, and overall. But for donuts, I think it's going to be Brianna Mahan and Scooby-Doo. Again, that's... Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. Because Weston Anderson's just been fully dominating this first week. And that's not out of character. That's pretty much been him for the last 3 seasons. And now in his 4th season, he's been really kicking butt. And I think he's going to do it again. And now to Series East, as they're going to go to Greensboro, North Carolina. The state of Gravedigger. I think Kristen Anderson's really going to step up and really give the Gravedigger fans what they came for. I think she's going to get some skills wins, donut wins. I think she's going to get some overalls. But for racing, I think it's going to be, honestly, going out on a limb, we're going to go Mark Hall, Raminator. That truck's fast, and I think he's going to do well with that. And I'm also going to go for a different pick for freestyle. Brandon Telechka just get her done. That man could throw down, and I think he's going to do well in that truck. And now for the Stadium Series. Once again, we got we got multiple different shows for the West Tour, looking at it now. But once again, it's going to be both tours going off almost at the same time, as the West Tour is actually going to go to Kansas City because Anaheim is going to host Supercross for their season opener. They're going to have 2 Saturday shows and 1 Sunday show. I don't think there's been 2 Saturday shows in a Stadium Series that isn't Anaheim, I don't think. That's got to be new. Just comment if you've seen like 2 shows at the same, day for like a Stadium Series that isn't Atlanta. Because honestly, that's kind of mind-blowing that I'm seeing that. So Saturday looks like I got a lot to watch if I'm slow that day. So I'm thinking for racing, I think I'll go with Zach Gardner again. I mean, seeing what he's done, he's usually able to throw down pretty good. Oh wait, actually, excuse me. It's actually it's actually an arena series, so they're actually having a points break. My bad. So it's completely different, and it's not for points. So, geez, mind blown. Geez. All right, so racing, I'm gonna go Zach Gardner. Skills, I'm going with Adam. If they're doing donuts, going with Jamie Garner. And freestyle, going out on a limb, Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Overall, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And now we get to take a look, and looks like there's only going to be 1 Stadium Series actually going off. There's 2 shows. Saturday and Sunday, January 11th and 12th. Going off with the lineup, I think racing is going to be done. Tyler Menega, he's been really, really good with his stuff. And we're going to see how he does for his second time at San Diego. Skills, I'm actually going to go for Dalton Whitener and Jurassic Attack. He has been getting close to that top spot, but I think he's going to do it. Freestyle, I really want Jim Kohler to win so bad, so I'm going to have Jim Kohler win freestyle. And overall, I'm honestly thinking Armando Castro El Toro Loco. Again, his first season in stadiums, he's been doing really, really well. And I'm excited to see what he's able to do for his second full weekend of competition. And we're excited to see what each tour will bring. So Stadium West will be taking a break. Stadium East will go. And then the other tours will go off. Meanwhile, Stadium West probably will have live streams for their arena events. Most likely. If they don't, again, understandable because it's not for points. But Stadium East is that tour that's going to be going off. So yeah, I think we'll end this off right now. Again, kind of a smaller episode, 31 minutes. Because obviously doing the solo. But yeah. One last thing I want to talk about before we end quickly. Hot Wheels is beginning, and so is Toughest. So Toughest, I'm really hoping the Toughest Tour eventually starts streaming events, or either that or finds a streaming deal with like Flow Racing or, Dirt Digest. Because that tour is really, really fun to watch, and I really hope they do something at some point. And then for Hot Wheels, they got a new concept, again, Glow and Fire. My prediction for that tour is it's just going to have fire around the exact same track. That's my prediction. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. See you guys next week as we recap week 2 and then go over week 3, and hopefully I'll get some more people on here. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you guys next week after this weekend's Monster Jam events.